boys and girls. MKO Pugilism. That's right. We're talking all things boxing, and we've got some exciting news. I'm sure a lot of people have heard about this already, but you know, we're getting ready. Just over a month away now. We've got Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder versus the Gypsy King Tyson Fury.
That's right.
February 22nd.
That's right.
Not long before my birthday.
Oh yeah, that's around your your birthday, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna be a good day. I mean, I can't wait for it. I'm like, set my phone on countdown from now.
Absolutely.
You know, it's gonna
getting
be
ready, man.
Getting ready for the fight. It's gonna be a huge day. You know, both fighters are ready for this fight. And to me, talking about what the both fighters be doing leading to this fight.
It's a good way to start.
Yeah, it's a good way to start. So like, everyone knows what Tyson Fury's been doing so far. You know, with his previous fight with
Otto
Wallin.
Yeah.
They had in a massive
cut. Yeah.
You know, we actually thought that's gonna delay the fight.
Yeah.
I didn't think that fight would be happening in February anytime soon.
Yeah.
Due to the cut.
Yeah.
So, and Tyson Fury also take time out to take on a new hobby, which is wrestling. So he's been spending a lot of his time wrestling as well. In making extra money. I don't blame him, but then also think at the same time that might be diverting his mindset away from boxing, you know. And then someone like Wilder has been busy having a fight. Have they have the same fight since their last fight together?
Well, I think they've both had a few. So I mean, Wilder. Yeah, I think they've both had a few. You've had Breazeale Wilder or Wilder Breazeale.
Yeah.
And he then went on to later fight Ortiz again in the rematch.
That's two fights.
Fury had two guys. First one was a knockover job. That guy.
Which one was it?
Second one, Otto Wallin. This was Tom Schwarz. And he had been, you know, we knew that was going to be a knockover because we'd seen him quit before. We'd seen him try and get out of a fight before with somebody else. So when he fought Fury, you know, everyone pretty much knew this is a stoppage.
Exactly.
He's going to be stopped. So, you know.
So in that case, like, we all knew what that fight, and even the second fight,
I thought I knew what's going to happen.
Yeah, we thought Otto Wallin.
I was wrong.
We thought Tyson Fury were just going to knock him around the places, but and that his last performance on that fight kind of like raised a lot of question marks about what's going on with Tyson Fury. Maybe that's the reason, one of the reasons why I felt like they also changed and split with the Ben Davison. His dad was talking about.
Yeah, his dad was saying, "Oh, it's the worst I've ever seen him." And you know, it was a bad performance.
And someone like Wilder just knocked out Breazeale with one punch, and then also he knocked out King Kong with one punch as well. You know, even though he lost 7 rounds, well, he literally was patient enough to wait for that punch to come, and then he only threw it once, and that was it, and then it was done.
Because I mean, with those sorts of things in boxing, history tends to remember the result.
That's true. Yeah.
You see it, so it's like, okay, we can say yes, he won 7 rounds, but history remembers you got banged out, you got knocked out with that right hand. That's what you're really going to remember.
That's true. You're right. Yeah.
No matter how much work you put into those 7 rounds,
that's true. Good
what
fight.
is going to be remembered by the public, you got knocked out.
Yeah.
All the memes are going to be, and I've seen them. Oh, is he giving birth on the, you know? This girl made, because his legs were like that.
That's not even funny,
but that's no disrespect. Ortiz is a great
fighter. I mean, I felt it was definitely more of a dangerous fighter. That's why people be avoiding to fight him. He's a good boxer, a good southpaw boxer. It doesn't mean because Wilder knocked him out doesn't make him a good fighter.
Yeah, he's still up there. He's still up there with the
It's dangerous for everyone.
It's
a dangerous fighter. It will give everyone problems. Like, you know, only because someone like Wilder is just a freak of nature, he's tall, he's a big power puncher. If Wilder didn't have that punch, he would have lost that fight.
It did.
Unless Ortiz gassed out towards the 10 rounds or something, but he was losing on the card. So So to me, what boxers have been doing throughout leading to this fight in February the 22nd, actually plays a massive difference in who we think is going to win this fight. You know, as I said, Fury focused enough for this fight? Has he been prepping himself mentally? You know, as we said, you know, his last previous fight wasn't that great, and he's been focusing a lot on wrestling, so he hasn't been picking all boxing. And Wilder, in the case, he has been boxing. You know, he's busy, and I haven't seen him be distracted. I haven't even seen anything on social media doing what Wilder is doing. It's been so quiet.
Yeah, I've seen
I haven't seen
few just interviews here and there, but
when he goes to a fight,
he's been to the fights, but I think he's pretty much
being quiet actually. Even on his social media, I follow him on Instagram. I haven't seen much post about him, like doing other stuff on Instagram, you know. So it's been really quiet. I feel like he's really taking this fight seriously. He's not showing much. It just reminds me of Anthony Joshua rematch with Anthony Ruiz.
Months of
he was quiet. I didn't see no post from Joshua. He was always posting stuff on Instagram. He was quiet, and then guess what? In the rematch, he took his belt back.
Yeah, took him to school.
So to me, I'm guessing like Wilder is doing the same behind closed door, because he needs to. And also, the person that's been making an adjustment for this fight as well has been Tyson Fury.
Yeah, I mean, as far as, you know, the coaching side of things, he's taken on a new coach. Again, I know of this talk about I'm gonna knock him out and but you know what? I tend to think that is bluffing. I think it's a bluff.
Game plan.
Yeah, I think it's just bluffing. I mean, that's my opinion, because I don't think he's all right. Not since the very early days of his career has he really stood there and had a scrap with anybody. You know, he's not. He's developed into more of a fluid boxer who boxes and moves. I think he's mouthy. Obviously, he's got the mouth, so he says these sort of things. But again, I think he said similar things before the first fight.
That's true.
And he did. You see it. So he said similar things that I'm gonna knock you out, you bum, and you know, all this business.
I love Tyson.
And it's great. That's what I quite like watching him, because he's a comedian. I'm into that sort of banter, but. You know, I think a lot of this talk of I'm going to stand there, I think that he knows that's unwise. So I don't really take that to heart. I don't think that's a real thing. Just for me. People can believe it, but again, I think it's bluster, it's just talk, because it would be ill-advised. That, you know, it's like, you know, that's the last thing you want to do.
Yeah, you're right. But when he said that he's gonna, you know, looking to knock out Wilder as well, I was like, wow, go on, Fury, I want to see this happen. Like,
yeah.
You're right. That might be just a bluff, like just to get people excited, or get Wilder to feel like, oh god damn, this guy's coming to knock me out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like getting worried,
you
know, so get him thinking. So it's a good strategy, right? I suppose. So anyway, what do you feel like Fury needs to do to win this fight?
For Fury to win, I think he's got to sort of box on the back foot. He doesn't need too much erratic movement, but he's got to use movement. He's got to give Wilder angles, pivot. He's got to sort of make it to where Deontay Wilder can't set himself to punch, to detonate that right hand. He's got to make it so even when Wilder's coming for him and he's trying to throw punch, he's got to sort of, as he does, sort of take the sting out of it. You know, like what Mayweather used to do, the little shoulder. Yeah. So when the punch comes, you're kind of taking the sting out of it.
That's right.
You know, I wouldn't say be too negative, but again, you haven't got to be sort of proving this macho thing with Wilder and I'm gonna stand. No. I say use your strength, use your speed, use your movement, and make it as hard as possible for Wilder to get you still in one spot. Because I think staying in one spot and trying to have a war is like suicide. I think the only chance you get there is if you're a bit of a puncher, but I don't think Fury is. So I think a puncher could sort of stay right on Wilder's chest and then hit him and then sort of get out of his way. You know, but a guy like Fury, I don't think they hit hard enough for that. And I'd also say, this might be a bit bad, but tie him up.
Well, yeah.
I'd say, it's not, you know, it's not nice, of course, it's not, but hey, this is boxing. If you can get away with it, tie the man up.
Fury do that, he does.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah,
I'd suggest that just as a thing to make him then have to reset himself. So don't let him be fluid with his punches. If he gets near, he tries to, you know, you hit him, and if you're in a bit of trouble, tie the man up. Make the man not be able to punch, and then reset, and then move again. You know.
Okay, that sounds like
I think that's the way that I would say. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan. Like, okay, in my other hands, I'm going to talk about what I feel like Wilder needs to do to beat Fury. You know, just going against what Martin's saying. I feel like exactly what I'm going to be opposite to that. So what Wilder needs to win is cut the ring up. You know, Fury is a dancer. He's a mover. He likes to move.
Absolutely.
So I mean, he can't be chasing the guy out for 12 rounds. He's going to be exhausted. He's going to be discouraged. So what Wilder needs to do is cut the ring up, make sure he doesn't move around too much, give him a limited space, and also from then use the jab. Fury jabs a lot. He's a good jabber, so he needs to jab with the jabber. Really good jab, and then now and then from jabbing up the stairs, go to the body, trying to hit to the body, slow him down. As I said, so if he's cutting the ring up at the same time, trying to slow him down at the same time. If he can't cut the ring off, then he needs to slow him down. Either one of them will work. Slow the ring down, cut the rings up, go to the body, and slow him down. So once Wilder has slowed Fury down, then he can pace himself, be patient, and just wait for Fury to make mistakes and counter on that mistake by countering him with the right hand. And then, so once Fury is moving less, then Wilder can throw his punch. As Marvin said before, when Fury is moving, he can take the stings off the punches by just leaning back. So if Fury can't do that, then Wilder's more out. He has a 100% chance of knocking him back out. Not like this. If he stands there, he will get licked. So if he's moving, he can't get licked. He can get licked, but you probably won't put him out. It won't put his lights out. It will still be, his lights will still be 70% on.
Exactly.
So just like the previous fight, the punches won't 100% connect. That's what people didn't realize. Fury actually was moving away from the punches, but that's how powerful Wilder is. And it's the wind of the punch will take it. The wind just knocked him out, It knocked him down, sorry. So as Marvin said, what exactly, he got it right, is that Fury needs to do exactly what he said to win this fight. And Wilder, his job is to stop him from doing those things. To make him stop moving around, cut the rings up, punch to his body if he can, and slow him down. And that way, once allow Fury to commit to his punches by planting his feet. So in that way, they both can change in punches. And we do know that Wilder's punch is going to come on top if that happens. So to me, that's what Wilder needs to do to win this fight. And his last fight with Ortiz, he went to the body a few times. Not as much, but I was surprised because I've never really seen him punch to the body. It was throwing some left hooks, really sharp left hook like that. But digging him in, I was like, what? That it's improving. Wilder's improving. That's what's dangerous about him. So a lot of people say he's not a good boxer, but the good thing about that means he can improve. If you're not a good boxer, you can learn new stuff and go on. Like someone like Fury, he can do it all. He knows everything. The only thing he doesn't have is just the power. If he has the power, I think
he'd be the king.
He'll be the king. Fury will be the king. But so that's what I feel like Wilder needs to do to win the fight.
Absolutely, and all we can say from now is we shall see. We shall see what happens, and best of luck to both guys. We might do another one closer to the time predicting, but that's our little take for the time being. Thanks for tuning in to MKO Pugilism. Tune in next time. We'll see you on the next one, Absolutely.